Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I am going to be painting this beautiful, fun, quirky and very colourful Hamsa Mandala journal. So feel free to follow along or just sit back, relax and enjoy the video. As you already know, if you follow my channel or follow me on social media, all of my artwork incorporates and combines the styles of henna inspired artwork along with dot art, and I create all of my art using acrylic paint cones. So for this video you're going to need some acrylic paint cones. I'll link the video that I've created to show you how to make your own. You're going to need these in a number of different colours, which I'll also share below in the description box. You're also going to need an A5 journal, a ruler, a compass, a pen or a pencil just to do your guidelines, and some rhinestones, and that's pretty much it. So to begin, I just marked out the center point of my journal using a ruler and a pen, and then I just created some circles, a few circles using my compass and a pen that I can see easily on the black, but which is going to get covered up by the design. So feel free to use whatever works for you, a pen or a pencil. And then I've left a large space in the middle because the center point of the mandala is going to feature that cute little Hamsa symbol that you've seen earlier. So as you can see so far in this design, we started with the iridescent blue acrylic paint cone. We outlined a circle and then I've just done a number of humps all the way around it. And then the next layer, straight on top of those blue humps, I picked up my pink iridescent acrylic paint cone and did some more rounded humps, because as you can see they're going to be filled with these orange dots. And then the layer after that, we have done some henna inspired flower petals for the green layer of the mandala. As I always say, I don't really ever plan my designs. I kind of have an idea in my head. I pick up a few colours that I want to use and I just go with the flow. So as you can see here, I'm just seeing what works, what needs adding, that kind of thing. So here I'm just adding some golden dots on the first circle of the mandala on the inner edge. Just to fill up the space a little bit, and I feel like it just neatens up the design and really brings that space to life. And now I am just marking some dots with my gold acrylic paint cone, which is where I'm going to place my golden rhinestones. And as you can see, for this piece we are going to be using 8 rhinestones. So I just used my guidelines that I made earlier. I'm sure you can see it there in the video, the little X in the center, and I just marked out the top, the bottom, the 2 sides, and then the 2 diagonal points as well. Well, there's 4 diagonal points altogether, but that gives us 8 nicely spaced out even rhinestones. And to stick them down, like I said earlier, I just used my acrylic paint cone. So just place a dot and then you can place your rhinestone straight on top of it and it will stick beautifully. To stick down my rhinestones, I used a gem picker pencil, and this is something that is very new to me, and oh my god, it's amazing. In the green petals, I did some very fine golden lines just for shading, and now on top of that I've picked up my iridescent blue acrylic paint cone again, and I've just added some dots in the centre of each petal. And now we're going to bring some dotting elements into this piece. So we're going to walk the dots around each rhinestone. I'm using my rich gold acrylic paint cone to do this, and you just start with a really fat dot using a lot of pressure at the top of the rhinestone, and then slowly you decrease the pressure and you make the dots smaller as you go around. And now I am returning to my iridescent blue acrylic paint cone. I really love this colour. I really love this paint cone. I use it a lot. It's got such a beautiful sheen to it in real life. This is a Pebbio paint. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Anyway, you're going to walk the dots around the same way as you did the gold, but this time with the blue paint cone. And as you continue to do this and follow along with the video, I just want to talk to you a little bit about the Hamsa hand itself, because that is the main feature of this piece on this journal. Now, the Hamsa hand dates back like thousands of years. It's an ancient symbol and a universal sign of protection, power and strength. It has its basis in a number of religions actually, but particularly in Islam, it's known as the hand of Fatima, and in Judaism it's known as the hand of Miriam, and it's believed to protect against the evil eye and all negative energies. In Hinduism and Buddhism as well, actually, it symbolises chakras or energy flow in the body. It symbolises the five senses and the mudras that affect them. So the mudras are the hand movements that you do during meditation to help with energy flow in the body. I'm going to be honest with you, I find all of this so fascinating. I have been incorporating Hamsas or the hand of Fatima into my artwork for a number of years now, and for me personally it means a lot, just because as an artist and a writer, a lot of my creativity comes through my hands and through my fingers. So as well as everything else that it symbolises the power of creativity for me. And talking of creativity, let's get back to the design. So after doing 3 layers of walking the dots around the rhinestones, I am now going in to create some swooshes in between each of the petals that we've created. So I started with my pink acrylic paint cone and did the main swoosh in the middle, and now we're going around with the blue just to fill the spaces up. And I just love the way those 2 colours look together. They look so vibrant and so beautiful. So the next bit of this design might seem a little bit complicated, so if it does help for you to draw the design out onto the journal before you put the paint down, that might be really helpful. I, as usual, kind of just play it by eye, but what we're doing is creating a mandala shape. But yeah, I don't know what to call this, to be honest, but it's like an octagon. It has 8 petals. What I've done to mark it out is gone to the center point of each of the rhinestone petals and done a dot, and then the lower parts of the petals, they start and end at the top of the pink swooshes. I hope that kind of makes sense, but basically you're creating the shape that you see here, and I've just outlined it twice to make that shape nice and thick and that line nice and bold. And now we're just going to go around this whole shape that you've created with humps. So here's something new that I learned about the Hamsa hand recently, and it's actually when the Hamsa hand is facing down, it means something different to when the Hamsa hand is facing up. So when the hand is down, it opens you up to all of the abundance and goodness of the universe and helps to welcome them into your life. They also say that the hand facing down also brings fertility and answers to prayers and manifestations. However, when the Hamsa hand is facing up, which in my artwork it usually is, I've always created the Hamsa facing up, it's actually known as a universal sign against evil or negative or dark energies. It's a powerful sign of protection, and it shields us not just from outside influences or external influences, but also from ourselves, because more often than not we can be our own worst enemy. We can think thoughts that are not so good for us, we can bring ourselves down, we can listen to that internal voice that actually isn't really our own internal voice that tells us that we're not good enough. But the Hamsa symbol is a protection against all of that, all negative energies. So whichever way you choose to create it, whether you paint it facing up or down, or you wear it as a pendant and it's up or down, or you get a tattoo and it's up or down, either way it has a really, really beautiful message and meaning behind it, and I think it's just such a beautiful little symbol. And here I am now creating my own right in the center of this mandala, and as I said earlier, it is facing up. It always is facing up in my artwork, so I have just done this freehand, to be honest. So we have created the Hamsa shape. Now I'm going to do the eye in the center, and that's pretty much it. And as you've probably seen all throughout this design, and especially now at the end, I usually use dots just to finish everything up nicely and give it that nice, vibrant, pretty effect. So that's what I've done here around the Hamsa and also throughout the different layers of the mandala itself. And I'm just finishing off the outer edge of the mandala with golden dots, and that is pretty much it. The whole design is complete. And that's it, everybody. The Hamsa Mandala journal design is complete. As you can see, it's really bright and funky and cute, and I just really love this. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and please do like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.